Hello, my beautiful butterflies. Welcome back to another episode of Tarot Tea with Bree. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Tarot Tea with Bree. This episode is called Momstrology. This is where we're going to be getting into all things astrology, but on a mom side of things. We're going to be getting into the basics of astrology. We're going to be getting into the different parenting styles of each zodiac. Then we're going to get into some mom and child combinations. And we're just going to be talking all things astrology. I am so excited about this because it kind of gives you a little bit more of a perspective of you as your sign with your child's sign. Now, I'm not going to be doing every single one because there are lots and lots of different combinations, but I do have a few, at least one of each sign, and we're just going to be getting into it. Now, I do want to say that this is only sun signs. This is not getting into the nitty-gritty of your entire chart. But if you'd like to have a deeper dive, you are more than welcome to reach out and I would love to help you. But this is basically just the sun sign. Now, it can be more accurate when you have your entire chart, but this is still very accurate. All right, let's get into the basics of astrology. So right now we're going to go through the different zodiacs with their dates. We have Aries first up, which is March 21st through April 19th. The next on the list is Taurus, April 20th through May 20th. We have Gemini, May 21st through June 20th. Cancer, June 21st through July 22nd. Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd. Virgo, August 23rd through September 22nd. Libra, September 23rd through October 22nd. Scorpio, October 23rd through November 21st. Sagittarius, November 22nd through December 21st. December 22nd through January 19th is Capricorn. January 20th through February 18th is Aquarius. And February 19th through March 20th is Pisces. Now we're going to get into the ruling planets. So the ruling planet of Aries is Mars, which is the planet of drive and aggression. The ruling planet for Taurus is Venus, which is the planet of love, beauty, and harmony. The ruling planet for Gemini is Mercury, the planet of communication and ideas. The ruling planet for Cancer is the Moon, the ruler of emotions and nurturing. The ruling planet for Leo is obviously the Sun, and it's the ruler of courage and the self. The ruling planet for Virgo is Mercury, the planet of communication and ideas. The ruling planet for Libra is Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and harmony. The ruling planet for Scorpio is Pluto, the ruler of power and control, which they also have a minor ruling planet of Mars. Sagittarius's ruling planet is Jupiter, the planet of luck and optimism. The ruling planet for Capricorn is Saturn, the planet of discipline and perseverance. The ruling planet for Aquarius is Uranus, the planet of liberation and radical change, and ruled minor by Saturn. And the ruling planet for Pisces is Neptune, the planet of compassion and imagination, which they also have a minor rule by Jupiter. Okay, so now we're going to get into the 4 different elements. Now these are the air, water, fire, and earth. So the fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Fire signs are known for being creative initiators. They are dynamic and active, sometimes hot tempered and impulsive. They crave variety and new experiences and might be constantly on the go. While adventure is their calling card, parents of fire signs may need to teach these kids to finish what they start rather than moving on the second they lose interest. Pursuing passions by Pursuing passions may be their main goal, but fire signs also need to learn survival skills in the material world. Fire sign parents are active, impatient, and spontaneous. They're lifelong learners who evolve along with their kids. They may need to work on consistency, though, since their own full agendas may leave them scrambling to juggle their own lives with the child rearing duties. Earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Earth signs are the builders who create lasting structures. They are often loyal and stable, craving deep roots and security. Change needs to be introduced slowly, as these steady signs are rather traditional. However, they can get stuck in their ways, so parents of earth signs may need to push them out of their comfort zones from time to time. Earth signs can also focus too heavily on material concerns, neglecting their dreams, or judging people at face value. Earth sign parents can be traditional, structured, and consistent, providing a wonderful safety net for children. However, they can also become creatures of habit at their own expense. They need to be adaptable as their kids grow, learning to evolve in their own lives too. Air signs: Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Air signs are the communicators who spread ideas. Like the wind, they can be scattered in many directions or have a breezy personality that makes them witty and popular. They are versatile with lots of hobbies and interests. While they're good at being objective, they can also get lost in their heads. Parents of air signs need to teach these kids decision-making skills, helping them out of analysis paralysis. Encourage them to tune into their emotions and intuition, not just their intellect. Push them to pursue a passion and make it okay for them to express their feelings openly. Air sign parents are fun, youthful, intelligent, and are able to step back and look at most situations objectively. They can make them easy to talk to, a friend, and a parent in one. However, they might be a little too cool at times, having a conversation when the kid just needs a hug. Water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Water signs are emotional and family-oriented. They need comfort, security, and lots of understanding. These deep feelers and empaths are often the nurturers in their family from an early age, and they are slow to trust anyone outside of their immediate families. Parents of water signs need to build these kids' confidence in the wider world. While their intuition is amazing, water signs need to learn how to use their heads, not just their hearts. Thin-skinned, they tend to take things personally. Make it safe for them to step back from their strong emotions and analyze situations objectively. Water sign parents are sentimental, protective, and nurturing. They tune in on exactly what their kid is feeling and make sure their family wants for nothing. Separation can be hard for water signs who get deeply attached. Learning to let kids struggle or figure things out on their own is an important lesson. Now we're going to get into the qualities of the zodiacs. So we have 3 different qualities. We have cardinal, fixed, and mutable signs. So the cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Cardinal signs are the initiator and leaders. They take charge and get a mission off the ground. They're born alphas. They like to be large and in charge. Fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Fixed signs are the builders and worker bees. They tough out the hard parts and take the job to the finish line. They are resilient but can be resistant to change. The mutable signs are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Mutable signs are the travelers and ambassadors. Flexible and changeable, they like variety and can adapt to new circumstances quickly. Mutable signs are the bridge between new ideas and time-tested traditions. Now we're going to get into the 12 houses of the zodiac. House number 1 is self, appearances, first impressions, beginnings, and your attitude. House number 2 is money, values, work, daily routine, and environment. House number 3 is communication, siblings, friends, neighbors, and community. House number 4 is home, family, roots, and your emotional foundation. House number 5 is romance, play, self-expression, and creativity. House number 6 is health, fitness, organization, and acts of service. House number 7 is relationships, mutuality, and sharing. House number 8 is intimacy, sex, bonding, shared money, and property. House number 9 is travel, study, higher learning, and morals and ethics. House number 10 is career, goals, fame, success, achievement, and public image. House number 11 is groups, friends, social causes, and society. And finally, last but not least, is house number 12, endings, healing, closure, and spirituality. Now we're going to get into the parenting styles of all the zodiacs. We're going to go through the strengths and challenges. There is so much more information, but it's too much to try and fit into one single podcast. So if you would like more information about each one of these, please let me know, and I would be happy to do individual information on each zodiac, each parent, each child, that sort of thing. Just please let me know. So for Aries, the strengths for Aries in the parenting style is confidence, self-awareness, strength, and fearlessness. The challenges are competitiveness, anger, tunnel vision, and obsessiveness, vanity, and self-centeredness. The Taurus mama, the strengths for the Taurus are stability, good taste, common sense, and a hard worker. The challenges are indulgence, materialism, mood swings, and vanity. Gemini mamas, the strengths are versatility, youthfulness, curiosity, open-mindedness, originality, and creativity. The challenges are inconsistency, lack of boundaries, tendency to contradict self, impatient, and talking or lecturing instead of listening. The Cancer mama, sensitivity, comfort, and hominess, good taste, devotion, and sentimentality. I probably said that wrong, but oh well. Are your strengths. The challenges are overprotectiveness, mood swings, fearfulness, and clinginess, as well as possible jealousy. The Leo mama, the strengths are playfulness, leadership, creativity, and confidence. The challenges are self-centeredness, drama, too much energy, and Pollyanna tendencies. Pollyanna just means an overly optimistic, happy, cheerful type of person. The Virgo mama, the strengths are organization and structure, common sense, healthy habits, and intellect. The challenges are judgmentalism, worry and neurosis, self-righteousness, and tendency to overanalyze things. The Libra mama, your strengths are patience, refinery, good taste, and fairness. The challenges are inconsistency, snobbery, and vanity. The Scorpio mom, we have the strengths as strength, resilience, intuition, and willpower. The challenges are control, paranoia, emotional unavailability, obsessiveness, my goodness, and intensity to a fault. The Sagittarius mama, we have the strengths as adventure, wisdom, humor, perspective. The challenges are impatience, crudeness, bluntness, and too much spontaneity and lack of structure. The Capricorn mama, the strengths are planning, structure, traditional values, consistency, patience, and thoughtfulness. And the challenges are worry and anxiety, overly dutiful or cautious, pessimism, self doubt, and seriousness to a fault. The Aquarius mama, we have the strengths as youthfulness, open mindedness, originality, and fairness. The challenges are boundaries, turbulence and drama, detachment, and overly permissive tendencies. And certainly, last but not least, we have the Pisces mama. We have the strengths as compassion, imagination, nurturing, and creativity. The challenges are the kookiness, the manipulation, the instability, and guilt. Now we're going to get into the fun part. This is going to be the mom and child combinations. So first off, we have a Cancer mom with an Aries child. Where you click. Let the games begin. 2 alpha signs. You're both sporty and more than a little competitive. Together, you raise each other's energy levels and keep one another from getting complacent or lazy. Aries and Cancer are both leadership and oriented cardinal signs. You're particular about what you like, even a tad diva-like at moments. So whatever you're both passionate about, it will be to the extreme. Hello, mother-child superfans. Cancer likes to spoil, and Aries is happy to be lavished with gifts and attention. You'll definitely have to keep yourself from turning this precocious kid into a demanding brat. You both have strong emotional reactions to, well, just about everything. You can work each other up into a frenzy at moments, and you're both fiercely protective. No matter how much you lock horns, you always have each other's back, especially in the face of a common enemy. Wow, I cannot talk today. This is where you guys clash. Security. Is that your little Aries about to swan dive off a high dive board at the pool when they can barely tread water? Yep, this daredevil kid will send the overprotective Cancer mom into hourly cardiac arrest with thrill-seeking antics and gravity-defying stunts. What is going on? Sorry. In the areas where you differ, the differences are often polarizing and can lead to intense power struggles, especially if your values and priorities clash. Independent Aries like being spoiled, but they don't want to be sheltered or coddled, which is the Cancer mom's style. The family-oriented Cancer mama will have a hard time loosening apron strings and letting your little ram roam free. You're both sensitive signs who take things personally, and you can spend a lot of your time feeling offended and indignant if you don't put your righteous sides in the parking lot. When your Aries bucks family tradition to blaze its own trail, you might feel rejected. You'll need to rein in the urge to cling and control. This one is the Cancer mom with the Virgo child. Where you click. Hello, domestic divas. Together, you'll keep the local craft supply store in thriving business. Virgo and Cancer share a love of all things DIY. Whether that means ripping open a radio and rewiring it, nursing a hardcore scrapbooking addiction, or creating elaborate table scraps for your tea parties. You're both natural caretakers with the soft spot for small creatures. The Virgo child will beg for a younger sibling, and should you grant the kid's wish, you'll have a built-in babysitter, prep cook, and all-around household helper, along with a confidant who will gladly chatter about the latest gossip with you. Your signs are wordsmiths, and you may share crossword puzzles, magazines, and favorite television series. Storytime can turn into a mother-child book club, and you're both sentimental about the past. Virgo and Cancer are both frugal souls who like to save and collect. The downside, you both have trouble throwing things away. Where you clash, there's a bossy streak to both your signs. While you appreciate your Virgo's unusual maturity and responsible ways, you may be shocked when your tight-lipped disapproving little ones chime in with unsolicited parenting advice. Critical Virgo can wound your sensitive feelings, especially since, as an earth sign, Virgo isn't always as warm and expressive as you are. The kid's refusal will be fused over and could leave you with unrequited cuddling urges, and you might need to adopt a pet or have another child to fill that hug quota. While you're generally simpatico, you're both set in your ways and can be particular about how things are cooked, served, organized, styled, and so on. You both have an inner drama queen that rears its head when one of you is affronted. "How could you do this to me?" could be a common refrain. Since you both cherish alone time, you'll need to carve out your own private spaces, lest there be a turf war over the coziest corner in the house. Taurus mom with a Sagittarius child. Where you click. Your keep it real signs are on the same candid wavelength. In fact, little Sagittarius could even one-up you in the bluntness department. Fortunately, you will enjoy hearing your child's bold opinions. High fives and amens will be plentiful between you two, as will the laughter. Wild child Sagittarius loves to be out in nature, calling forth the earthy side of you. This kid will get you out of your Calvin Klein and into your camping gear. At home, planting a garden will be a fun way for you both to have a nature bond with your mini archer. You're both indulgent, especially when it comes to food. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, the god of feast. You by decadent Venus. Your bake-offs will be legendary. But since neither of you is great at resisting another bite of cake, save the Betty Crocker moments for special occasions. Prepare healthier recipes too, to keep your little Sag in a healthy weight category. The Taurus mother works hard for her money, and the archer is equally ambitious. Take your Sag to work with you. The mini entrepreneur will be setting up a lawn mowing business and who knows what else before you know it, making the material mama in you proud. Where you clash. Ouch. Both of you can dole out truths that hit a little too close to home. Your raw observations can take the wind out of your archer's sails and vice versa. You'll have to teach this kid some tact. Just try to lead by example. The Taurus mom is methodical, believing that haste makes waste. Sagittarius is Speedy Gonzales incarnate. Good luck getting this kid into those fussy suits or dresses with bows that you find so adorable. It will be ripped and muddy in no time. Individualistic archers prefer to pick out their own clothes and find their own friends, but you find it tough not to meddle. When it comes to socializing, the Taurus mom prefers pals with pedigree, while Kumbaya Sagittarius bonds with people from all walks of life. Yes, even that person. You won't be able to foist your values on this child, especially when it comes to religion. Sagittarians are seekers who need to shape their own views and ethics. The best you can do is introduce your child to your beliefs. Be sure to ask your archer for feedback. You'll be amazed by the wisdom this pint-side can spew. The Gemini mom with the Sagittarius child. Free-spirited and spontaneous, the Sagittarius kid is your ultimate co-adventurer. Traveling together will be a blast. Your kid's first photo shoot might be the passport office. Both Gemini mom and Sagittarius child are social butterflies who love meeting new people. Like you, this child will have many acquaintances but few close friends. The archer is independent and likes to be left alone to work on projects and play with his toys or her toys, giving you lots of desired me time. No hover mothering required here. Phew. With your shared sharp senses of humor, your home may feel like a comedy club. Laughter will not be in short supply. Sagittarius inherited your gift of gab and may possess a talent for writing, just like mom. You might even team up together on a blog or short stories. You both have a way with words. That's where you click. Now, where you clash. Sagittarius is your opposite sign, and there will definitely be clashes. For one thing, the archer is the zodiac's truth seeker, whereas you have a reputation for speaking out of both sides of your mouth. The principled child may call you out, and in public at that, for your ever-changing views. By the same token, you'll find your child rather self-righteous at times. Who's the adult here anyway? Sagittarius is a passionate fire sign. Gemini is a breezy air sign. The tantrum this kid throws will send shudders down your cool, collected spine. Both Sagittarius and Geminis are hunters. But what happens when each of you is fixated on a different target? There could be some major blow-ups when your agendas clash. This is not a kid who likes tagging along with mom's busy plans. Keep a backpack of Sag's favorite toys on hand at all times so you can occupy the restless archer. Gemini mom with a Gemini child. This is where you click. Extreme field tripping, anyone? Every day is a madcap adventure and multi-leg journey for the restless Gemini mom and child. Variety is the spice of Gemini's life, and when the mom-kid duo is on the same wavelength, this pairing will be sheer heaven. You're both practical jokers who get a giggle out of playing pranks on other family members. Bring on the exploding can of peanuts and other gag gifts. Your Gemini mini-me will stay on top of trends, making it easy to retain your desired status as the cool mom. Little Gem will babble endlessly about bands, actors, and pop icons like mother like child, keeping your mental database as modern as can be. Geminis adore games, so your household should be lively and entertaining at all times with this little one. Together, you'll keep the whole family in a lighthearted state. Whee! Where you clash. Information overload. You're both so busy chattering and spouting factoids that you might just talk right over each other. Pause, mom, and listen. And be sure to teach your mini-me to do the same. Gossiping is a Gemini pitfall, and when the two of you get going, you can really tear people down. You'll have to keep your own persnickety ways in check, or you could pass on a bad habit to your child. And woe to the Gemini mom who teaches her sign mate child to check about other family members. Worst case scenario, you or your child wind up creating rifts among relatives. Bad idea. Because I said so won't fly when it comes to disciplining little Gemini. This child needs to know why, just like you do. At times, this parent trap may feel like a mental chess game. Aquarius mom with a Taurus child. Where you click. In many ways, you're as different as night and day, but the open-minded Aquarius mom helps the myopic mini Taurus learn to color outside the lines. You'll also nurture your young Taurus's creative expression, a good thing since your child is ruled by Venus, the planet of beauty. Aquarius is an idealistic humanitarian, and Taurus is the sign that rules values and ethics. From a young age on, your baby bull will be asking you big questions about life. You'll love engaging in these dialogues, but warning, your kid may wind up making a hard right from your values. Fast-moving vehicles, usually sports cars, are a passion of your sign's share. If you have a son, he'll love seeing mom zip up to the school parking lot in her speedy two-seater. Little Taurus is more grounded than you, which can help you slow down. You'll feel a bit more settled with this homebody child in your care. And you'll have to admit that the change of pace is probably good for you. Where you clash. Your signs move at completely different paces. The mellow bull seems downright lethargic compared to your quicksilver pace. The Aquarius mom adores oddities, bright and trendy clothes, gag gifts, and quirky objects. But her Taurus child is more of a traditionalist. Even at an early age, Bull's tastes run to high-quality goods that stand the test of time. While you're busy shopping in the trendiest boutiques, teen Taurus may be parsing through blazers in the career separates area, trying to steer you there so you'll fit the image of the quote-unquote proper mommy that this sign craves. When angry, you both have lightning bolt tempers. Taurus will fume and even break toys while you slam your door and tell her, quote unquote, talk to your father. Relatives may duck for cover during one of your family feuds. Aquarius rules the future. You're the proud rebel mom who reinvents the wheel on family festivities. Traditional Taurus may grumble about the lack of customary fodder in your home, so you might have to tie on the apron and whip up a classic holiday meal on occasion to appease your child's desire to be like the other kids. Something the unconventional Aquarius mama will never understand. The Aquarius mom and the Scorpio child, where you click. The Scorpio child shares your fascination with life's inexplicable oddities. You'll gaze at the heavens together, searching for shooting stars, UFOs, and rainbows. Little Scorpio is a dazzling charmer just like Mama. Few can say no to the two of you. The school will boast record-high numbers from the fundraiser you teamed up on, and the cupcake recipes you creatively invent together will be legendary. Both Scorpio and Aquarius are fixed signs. This child brings out the more traditional, disciplined side of you, which you'll both appreciate. Private time and personal space are a must for mom and child. Young Scorpio will retreat to his room and play independently, giving you the me time you so desperately crave. Although you're more of a team player than Scorpio, you share a competitive streak. You'll admire your diligent child's work ethic and desire for mastery. Where you clash. The Aquarius mom treats everyone equally, which can be an issue if there are other siblings. Scorpio can be possessive, jealous even, and may vie into the numero uno with mom. Scorpio requires undivided attention, so create special one-on-one time with this child, but set boundaries or Scorpio will dominate your time. Scorpios are suspicious of strangers, which can totally cramp your social style. Forget about inviting new acquaintances to just drop by at a moment's notice. Your child will eye your pals up and down like a pint-sized CIA agent. You'll have to admit, though, this kid has sharp instincts. Perhaps you should listen when Scorpio warns you that someone is no good. Scorpio's fascination with the darker side of life may chill the rainbows and unicorns, Aquarius mom, as well as the child's broadening temperament and stormy emotions will confound you. Can't this child just cheer up already? Aquarius mom with a Cancer child, where you click. Caring souls whose compassion flows toward the less fortunate. The Aquarius mom and Cancer child loves to help people in need. Mother-child volunteer missions will begin early, a great way for your big-hearted signs to bond. And lucky for the downtrodden and unprecedented in your community. Like you, the Cancer child treasures friendships and may turn amigos into extended family members. The main difference here is the guest list count. Little Cancer prefers a cozy, close-knit crew, whereas you have a minimum of 10 BFFs at any given moment. There's a loner in both of you too. The Cancer child will slip off into his or her room, cocooning with books, playing with dolls, drawing, listening to music. This gives you lots of space to zone out yourself. Read your sci-fi novels, work on DIY projects, and chat on the phone with your friends. You're both animal lovers, and nary a stray can escape your adoring gazes. Your house may feel a bit like an animal shelter, but responsible, nurturing Cancer is a great caretaker who will always remember to feed the cats and close the door on the birdcage. Where you clash. Cancer kids do not trust easily, nor do they feel safe around strangers. You, Aquarius mom, never met a stranger. Your revolving cast of friends could traumatize your shy child who craves familiarity. Man, I cannot speak today. Forget about having an open door policy or relocating to a communal living situation if you want your child to relax. Cancers are fussy and traditional. Think crisp white shirts, flowered bedding, china tea sets. The uber modern Aquarius mom usually looks like a rainbow exploded on her life. Forget about picking out this child's clothes for too long. The Cancer kid's nesting instincts could cramp your on-the-go style and interfere with your decor scheme. Forget about painting the living room lime green on a whim and rearranging the furniture every weekend. This will upset the wee crab who wants to come home to a familiar space. Cancers are bossy and maternal. Aquarius is the eternal rebel. Your wild larks will not go down well with this child. In fact, your mini crab may start mothering you. Let your kid be a kid and save the adult antics for times when he or she is not around. Aquarius mom with a Leo child. As opposite signs, you two make quite the dynamic duo. Little Leo shares your spark of creativity and imagination. Bring on the art supplies. You're the mom who prizes individuality, and this kid is definitely one of a kind. Celebrations are what you both live for. No one adores a party quite like Leo. And you are the queen of the epic shindig. Start a special fun just for Leo's birthday soirees, not to mention your own. You're both leaders and organizers of your social groups, and you'll beam with pride as your little lion rallies friends together for scavenger hunts, softball tournaments, and talent shows. Born entertainers, you're like a mother-child act. When you're humoring the crowds with your spot-on impressions and offbeat jokes, little Leo dances like a prima ballerina or rocks the house as a guitar-playing prodigy. Curtains up, where you clash. Little Leo can be such a drama queen, which disturbs the laid-back Aquarius mom. You cannot believe your child is making a fuss over something so minor. Your possessive little lion wants all of your attention. You'll struggle to find the energy and focus for this child's needs, especially since you're also juggling the demands of your large group of friends. Your social circle may shrink markedly in the interest of giving little Leo the quality time he craves. Wow. But be careful, ruled by the sun, this kid is comfortable being the center of your universe to the expense of all else. You need to have a life too, Mom. Leos thrive on compliments and affirmation. Aloof Aquarius moms may fail to give Leo the gushing praise he or she craves. Don't slack on the high fives and shiny gold stars. Leo may resort to slamming doors, huffing, and reprising your role as the rebel to get some attention. An Aries mom with an Aquarius child, where you click. Your brainy Aquarius child is a chip off the old intellectual block. Whip smart, just like her mama. You're both full of innovative and quirky ideas. You might invent a product together or start a revolution. Like you, your Aquarius wants to change the world and shares your keen sense of injustice. Both Aries and Aquarius are future forward. The wee water bearer shares your love of discovering the latest and greatest things. Aquarius may be more of a gearhead than you. Hand your child your gadgets to program and you'll never have to call the Geek Squad again. Social butterflies, Aries and Aquarius, can work a room like nobody's business. You'll be the mother-child life of the party, the first ones to arrive and the last ones to leave. You're both active and adventurous. From trips to museums to movies to sports events, Aquarius is your ultimate hanging buddy. A child who might turn out to be your best friend. There's a prankster living in both of you. Playing practical jokes could become your favorite pastime. Bring on the whoopee cushions, where you clash. Even as a mother, you thrive on recognition. Admit it. You like it when your kids admire you. Alas, your dynamo moves won't get the hoped of oohs and ahs from your cool, aloof water bearer. Ouch. Both Aries and Aquarius have a rebel streak, no matter how hip and understanding you are. Inevitably, fighting the power will mean questioning you at every turn. This is doubly tough to take since it will feel like staring in the mirror. Is that grandma snickering from the sidelines? Eek. Your iron fist fisted edicts won't go down well with Aquarius. This is a kid who responds to logic. Explain it like this: if you do X, here is the reward. If you do Y, here is the punishment. When Aquarius feels a sense of choice, he or she might become a self-governing body. Both Aries and Aquarius struggle with anger management. You heat up quickly, and often Aquarius' temper strikes out of nowhere and then dissipates. For Aquarius kids, there's usually a specific injustice that incites their rage. Unfortunately, they don't always show signs that they're getting frustrated, making it hard for the Aries mom to prevent a meltdown. For example, if you'd known your kid didn't want to do his English homework because he felt the teacher had unfairly graded his last essay, you might have been less stern. Although your vocal sign may wish Aquarius would give you a clue. Don't push them into being more expressive, or you could see that flash of destructive rage appear, which is not a pretty sight. Leo mom with a Pisces child. Where you click. A fairy-dusted duo, there's an enchanted dynamic between Leo mom and a Pisces child. Set up the craft room, musical instruments, finger paints, and magical castle playrooms. Like you, little Pisces is dreamy and artistic with a supersized imagination. Don't forget the dance classes. You're both light on your feet and will have fun rocking out together at home or concerts in the park. Sensitive Pisces feels vulnerable to the world, but the uber-protective Leo mom is there to create a safe haven. Little Pisces loves to be lavish with gifts, and the generous Leo mom can't help but give. In turn, you'll have a gallery exhibition of crayon drawings devoted to my mommy. Both Leo and Pisces are people pleasers and need a good deal of validation. Fortunately, you'll have a mutual admiration society in each other. Here's the kid who says, "Mom, you look beautiful," before you even asked. Where you clash. Leo mom is a confident, take charge kind of mom. This can push your Pisces toward a more passive demeanor, or do the exact opposite by bringing out his bossy streak. Wait, who's the mom here? Leo tends to have the bigger or at least louder personality. Be careful not to outshine your Pisces in the public eye. The little fish needs lots of encouragement to cultivate their own strength. While Leo is a sunny and optimistic, Pisces is more brooding warrior type. This kid can cramp your free-spirited style with phobias and anxieties. Keep a good babysitter on speed dial. Pisces might dig in the heels of her patent leather buckle shoes just as you're both dressed and ready to leave for a family celebration. There's a lot of love between you, but sometimes it can tread into codependent terrain. Give your child space to be and remind them that it's okay to do the same with you, instead of fussing and fretting over each other endlessly. A Virgo mom with a Capricorn child. Where you click. Aren't you just the proudest mama in town? The well-mannered, hard-working Capricorn child has inherited the halo hanging over her head. This good boy or girl thrives when there are benchmarks to reach, gold stars to earn, and clear-cut rules to follow. Sheer heaven. You'll crow with pride as high-achieving Capricorn scoops up trophies and blue ribbons, adding titles of distinction. Class president, soccer team captain, German club leader, to his or her ever-growing roster of honors. High standards? Check. Little Capricorn can be a status-conscious perfectionist who aims to keep up with the Joneses, just like you. At times, you'll be outdone by your child's ambition. You may have to remind him or her to be a little less competitive and less stern with him or herself to boot. In many ways, this child will hold up the mirror, reflecting back your proudest and most intense traits. Where you clash. Did Debbie Downer just enter the building? Prone to pessimism, the Virgo mom and Capricorn child can get themselves in quite the funk. Damage control is a shared specialty, and it's never hard for either of you to come up with a reason why something can't work or shouldn't be that way. You may inadvertently rain on your child's parade and vice versa. The Virgo mom can be openly critical of both yourself and others. Little Capricorn is also naturally quite hard on his or herself. He or she may pick up this ball and run in a scary direction, becoming a snobbish elitist toward the other kids on the playground, or holding his or herself to an impossible standard. Tip: say nice things about yourself and others in front of your child. What goes around comes around. Virgo is the sign of service. You're always there in a pinch to help a neighbor, friend, or relative. Capricorn is the sign of ambition, and you may find that your I want to be the best kid is a little too competitive or self-serving for your taste. Teaching the importance of helping others would be a wise idea here. Libra mom with a Cancer child, where you click. Sweet, sentimental souls, the Libra mom and Cancer child can bring out each other's best. You both love to create and then ruminate over fond memories, all of which you'll photograph and organize in albums with helpful Cancer's input. Can you say scrapbooking party? Pampering is a big part of the Libra mom's world, and the comfort-loving crab will happily join you in these self-indulgent moments. It's basically domestic bliss when you two lounge lizards kick back at home. Food holds a special place in both of your hearts, and you'll love teaching little Cancer all the family recipes, even if you had to add your own macrobiotic twist during one of your ever-present health kicks. Cancer tends to revere their mothers, and you will love fawning over this well-behaved child. Little Cancer will fuss over you too. You are the chicken soup for each other's souls. Where you clash. The Libra mom is a party animal at heart, and you can work a room like nobody's business. Close-knit Cancer kids embrace a chosen few, huddling with a tight circle of friends. Your clutchy kid may cramp your social style, becoming possessive and demanding of your time and attention. While you'll need to nudge the crab off your apron strings, don't forget to focus on Cancer too, giving special attention to your wee one, even when you're surrounded by your 1001 friends. Gushy, outspoken Libra moms like to let it all hang out, while private Cancers hold their cards close to their vest. You're only bragging like a proud mother, but you could inadvertently blab this kid's business, grounds for slam doors and silent treatments in Cancer's book. Your child brooding moods can be a dark cloud over your sunny optimism. Though you prefer to look on the bright side, don't be dismissive of little Cancer's emotions. Minor situations really do feel that serious to this child, even if you never understand why. Scorpio mom with an Aquarius child, where you click. Past the sage and meditation pillow. There's a new age bohemian living in both of your signs. Although Aquarius tends to be more logic-based than the intuitive Scorpio mom, your child will happily accompany you on those hippie-trippy pursuits that appeal to your inner mystic. All ages folk music festival, anyone. You're both creative visionaries who love to think outside the box. You can geek over science too. The curious Aquarius child is keen on studying people and gathering data to make a case. You're a natural detective yourself and will appreciate the wise kid's insights. You're both cool under pressure and may enjoy trying extreme or adventure-based sports together. Light-hearted Aquarius doesn't take things as personally as you do. Learn from this kid on how not to sweat the small stuff. Where you clash. Passionate Scorpio is the sign of attachment. You love your kids fiercely and want to keep them close. Cool as a cucumber, Aquarius is more detached. This kid wants to individuate from mommy and roam without constraints. The water bearer may hurt your feelings and by pushing away from your affection. This can bring out the ice mom in you. And the cold front could be downright chilling if you start taking your Aquarian's need for space personally. Your social styles are a major clash too. Scorpio moms are suspicious of strangers, even the ones you've known for a decade, whereas outgoing water bearer never met a stranger in his or her life. You'll have some nail-biting moments watching this child befriend every troublemaker in class, or spark up a conversation with a sketchy-looking guy in the supermarket checkout line. You both have hidden tempers that can bubble out of the blue. Fights can get nasty when the Scorpio's mom's stinger comes out of the crackle of Aquarian lightning strikes. Try to avoid saying something that your rebellious Aquarius will that you'll saying something to your rebellious Aquarius that you'll regret later. Man, I cannot speak today. A Sagittarius mom with a Leo child, where you click. Sagittarius and Leo are both fire signs, blazing with creativity and adventurous energy. Little Leo shares your joie de vivre and life as one big celebration for you two scene stealers. Neither of you likes to be limited. You want to experience everything the world has to offer. No need to give up on your social life, Mom. Your outgoing lion easily gets chummy with your friends' kids, and a little bossy too, leaving you free to gab away and have grown-up time while they play. Neither of you like to leave the party, though. Set those gotta-go reminder alarms so you aren't the perpetually late parent-child duo. Warm-hearted Leo is a loyal child who enjoys learning from the scholarly Sagittarius mom. Finally, someone to whom you can impart your storehouse of wisdom. If you're an entrepreneur, you'll have a wonderkind by your side. Little Leo might just go into the family business or collaborate with you on an adventure before he graduates from junior high. With Leo's flair for fashion, he or she will play stylist for you too. Hello, best dressed mom in town. Where you clash. With your bold, fiery personalities, this connection can get competitive. You both have strong ideas, and Leo can throw a world-class tantrum when he or she doesn't get their way. Being a mutable sign, you may buckle and back down in the face of these fits. Don't, Archer, or you could raise a tyrant. Praise-hungry Leo demands a lot of attention and loves to play long, complex games. The impatient Sagittarius mom loses interest in the follies after 15 minutes. While you applaud your child's inadvertentness and creativity, you'll also feel like an exhausted member of the Leo show. Can we get an intermission, please? You may find your kids' antics show-offy, and indeed they are. Don't forget, this sign is ruled by the sun, the center of the universe. Your feminist sensibilities may balk when your Leo daughter or son announces they want to try out for the head part of the sport or be entered into anything to be where they can be competitive. An open mind is definitely required here. When Leo is inevitably cocky, you'll want to humble the kid, but be careful not to break the spirit with your blunt and unfiltered feedback. The Capricorn mom and the Aries child, where you click. Aries is the zodiac's baby, and Capricorn the provider sign. You're the solid earth this fireball baby needs, giving your restless ram a predictable pit stop between his or her many adventures and whims. The tantrums Aries is famous for throwing will be far less frequent in this parent-child pairing. The patient Capricorn mom gives little Aries a lot of space to just be. You're both strong leaders who like to take charge. Hello, legacy child. Aries will scoop up the titles and awards that you once held, nabbing the gold in quite a few categories, all on their own. It's no secret that you both like to win and be the best. You'll glow with pride as little Aries gains public recognition for their feats. Both Capricorn and Aries are known for their athletic prowess. Grab your skis and hit the black diamond slopes, where you clash. The always appropriate Capricorn mom abides by the rules. Rebellious Aries believes that the rules were made to be broken. and then reinvented according to their desires. There will be plenty of power struggles in this parent-child pairing since you both feel as if you were born to reign. Rather than enforcing a strict code of conduct on the ram, get them involved in creating the rules. They might just self-discipline if you do. Conventional Capricorn mothers may feel embarrassed by young Aries' wild and dramatic style of expression. Good luck getting this kid into pristine school uniform, and if you do, don't expect them to return home without rips and stains by the end of the day. Workaholic Capricorns can get so focused on achieving a grand goal that you forget to give little Aries the small bites of attention the ram needs to thrive. Praise Aries' process, not just the final product. Pisces mom with a Libra child. Paging Hans Christian Andersen. There's a fairy tale quality to the Libra-Pisces pairing. Your child views the world through the same starry-eyed lens as you do. Beauty moves you both and motivates your decisions. You'll stay up late to watch shooting stars, take a horse and carriage ride for Libra's 5th birthday. Paint with watercolors, write songs, and dance around the house with wild abandon. There's a touch of vanity between you two, but when you look that good with your child, why not show it off? Decorating this child's room, selecting Libra's outfits, which might be a miniature version of your own style, arranging cups for a tea party, these are all detailed processes which you'll both greatly enjoy. Like you, little Libra is a total love bug. You both melt for perfect strangers who you'll charm with your mutuality adoring gazes. Mutually. Wow, man, I really cannot speak today. Thank you for being patient with me. Libra has likely inherited your charitable nature too. Engage Libra in your community service groups and volunteering missions, a fabulous way to bond with your big-hearted offspring. Where you clash. Both Pisces mom and Libra child are happiest when wearing rose-colored glasses, but when life delivers a reality check, you may feel ill-equipped to navigate Libra's sadness and disappointment. Avoid over-sheltering Libra for this very reason, and perhaps seize the opportunity to develop some stronger crisis coping skills yourself. You don't have to fall to pieces over these fairly minor ordeals, Pisces. Indulgent Libra can turn into the material boy or girl if you put too much focus on the finer things in life. It's important to teach this child the value of money. Let Libra earn a few of those kitty benefits, okay? Indecisive Libra reserves the right to change his or her mind at the moment's notice. The commitment-shy Pisces mom always likes an escape hatch. You can drive each other, not to mention the people who are counting on both of you, bonkers by altering plans in the last minute. Be careful not to pass on the flaky quality, a Pisces pitfall, to the young Libra. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. I know this was an entirely long podcast, and it could have been longer if I wanted to go in more detail of each and every single dynamic and get into every single dynamic period. But let me know if you would like more info on a certain mother zodiac or child zodiac, as well as different mother-child combinations, and I can make a podcast series about it. Like if you'd like to learn more about the Taurus mom and everything that entails, as well as a Gemini mom, an Aquarius mom, a Libra mom. Like I can get so much more in detail, but if you want those more in detail things, I would like to make a series about it, and each zodiac gets its own episode. So let me know if you're interested in that. Thanks again so much for listening to this podcast, and I look forward to the next one. Bye! Thank you all so much for tuning into this episode of Tarot Tea with Bree. I'm so grateful and thankful that all of you are in my life, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. I'm sending you so much love, light, and healing. Bye, my butterflies.